Well, good day everyone and welcome to Diamond Art with Del. Today I have a little bit of a post review of a diamond painting I purchased about 8 months ago, and I got this one from CooHaul. Now I got the biggest I could, and you can choose a few sizes with CooHaul, so I thought I might have been lucky, but I'll let you be the judge of what you think of this particular diamond painting in its completed form. And I'll talk to you about some of the things that I found along the way when I was working this up. So first of all, I'm just going to turn it over and show you and talk about some of the aspects of it. So here it is all completed, and as you can see, it's it has a sort of a theme about it, and with recent lockdowns, etc., especially I bought this in the first lockdown that we experienced. Now this one is a 45 by 60 centimetre. I'll just show you, that's written up there in the corner. Hopefully let's focus on that for a minute. So 45 by 60, this was the biggest. They had 3 sizes, I believe. This was the biggest I could get, and I really do think I need to go either bigger or something needs to go on here, but we'll get into all that in a moment. I have a thumbnail. I have a table on the top right only. So that was a bit problematic for me once I got down lower. So I actually worked from that end and came down. It was sort of hard in the space I was, having the table just falling over to the back, and I didn't have anything to refer to down in the lower part of the canvas. So, and it's quite a long canvas. So I would have liked to have seen a second table for sure. Symbol wise, there is some really interesting characters on here, and you know what, I'll just come down and show that a bit more closer. And as you can see, there's quite a mixture of different symbols, etc. I do have DMC codes and things like that, and I have 25 colours. So it's got quite a few colours in this one. There is the thumbnail to this image. It doesn't help a lot, I suppose. It does give you a bit of an idea what it's all about. Can't really make out the writing and things, but we'll get into that a little bit further on. There we are. So that's the image. You can see it's got a really nice sparkle. And we'll have a look at the image here. And a little bit of a like, it's not quite all of it, but it gets the detail involved. There's more writing down this bottom section as well. And you can sort of compare the two between this image over here and what you get as a completed, as far as the words, etc. So this is just like, I found it kind of interesting. I liked to see how this writing would come up. As you can see, I've sort of lost a lot of translation here. We do get the Flu Fighters, which is supposed to be the Foo Fighters. Especially the Cure, we've got No Cure. Miley Cyrus is Miley Virus now, and so forth. This one is actually says no kids on the block. It's just a new kids on the block, but you can't, it doesn't come through. And I think what happened with a lot of this writing, because it's got that so many tones, I think that's where it's gotten lost. Where if it was just plain, either just this creamy yellow or just the pale cream whitey colour and just very simplified, I think you would be able to read it better. We'll talk about some of those pros and cons. Now, glue was okay. It's only a light covering on it, so when I do press on it now, most of the drills do stay on, although sometimes when I've brushed it I've had a loose one come loose. So it's okay. That's all I'm going to say about the glue. It's not great. It was very light and thin, if you know what I mean. It's not a thick covering of it. But for the most part they seem to be staying on. As I said, I can give it a rub now and it's not too bad. Symbols. Now I used a light pad for this one because some of the symbols were hard to read. Say number 12, for example, it was this little club feature, and for most part across the painting they were okay, but there was a few there that were sort of blurred, if you know what I mean. So they're like a misprint, so it was really hard to figure out what they were. So they were okay in all, like you got through it. So that's symbols, glue. What else have I got to tell you about? Oh yes, now it took me a little while to work up, a couple of weeks, but I'll tell you what really slowed me down. Now I had some color blocking here, there's 310 everywhere, right? Now these drills are beautiful and sparkly, and I'll show you, it's this Diamond brand. This is the brand that they were, and they came in these really big packets as such. This is what I've got left over of this one, and we'll go into those as well. But the 310, this, even though I had leftovers, and I'll show you so much left over. I said I used big trays. I still got all that left in the big tray. And beautiful and sparkly, but it is so full of misshapen drills. I know 310 is bad for it, but this is just like, this was just going through one bag, and I nearly basically threw out one whole bag this big because one whole bag was just completely trashy drills. So the black was really trashy. Just all the, like a lot of, they don't look too bad in here, but when you put them on the canvas you realise how some are bigger and smaller than others. Miscuts, just trashy ends. So yeah, there was a lot in the black, So I did end up going through heaps and heaps and heaps of it. So it's got a lovely sparkle, but it was very trashy, so extremely trashy with the black. The other colours on the other hand were pretty good actually. I really didn't have any issues with that. It was just the black. So just be mindful if you do want this one, even though you can see how gorgeous and shiny it is, that yeah, that black was shocking in the drills. I had enough to finish the diamond painting, so that's all good. And I was really about halfway through, I actually just sort of seriously thinking about just getting out all my spare 310s and using those. That's where I was at with this. So that's the drills in a nutshell. But yeah, I'm really happy with how shiny they look, and I really like the end result in that regards. Other than this writing, I think it's really good. The guitar looks great, the stay at home festival. So the premise of what it's all about is here, and you've got a couple of your main headliners there that are coming through. So I think the premise and the idea of the diamond painting comes across okay. So that's pretty much it in itself. The canvas was fine to work on. Wasn't, you know, no real problems there. It's got that bit of glittery sort of look through it. It's fairly pliable, so the canvas itself was fine. I just don't know what to do with it now. Get out of the way. I want to talk about the rest of the drills. So I'm going to just show you those real quickly. I popped them in here, and I was using these little containers, and I'll just show you what's left over. So number one was black. I didn't worry about putting that in there. I've shown you all my black, what's left. So these are all the colours, and you wouldn't think there's so many colours involved in this diamond painting, but you know, there is, surprisingly, and a lot of it's in that wording where, I don't know, I feel that if you simplified it down, those words would have probably come up better and just kept it a bit more just direct, like something like this sort of colour along against the black. Or even this one, nice and bright, you know, nice and contrasting, keep it more simplified. But you can see I had tons of everything, and these drills are quite, you know, they're quite good. Hang on, where's a tray? I was going to put it in my hand then. So I'll just show you, like most of these other ones are quite nice. There we go, a bit more focus. But you can see these are all right. Doesn't matter if I spill for you now. They're nice and neat, they're nice and shiny. So yeah, the rest of the drills were all like this. Very, very nice, good drills really. It was just the black that was really trashy. It was very trashy. And of course there's a lot of the black in this diamond painting, so that's what, you know, made it worse, I think, was the fact there's so much of it. So yeah, that's 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm just going to show you quickly. But you can see they're good. Like, they're not, you know. I'm surprised on some of the colours that are involved, really. But yeah, you can judge for yourself what you think and how it turned out. I said the premise of the idea came across okay. I think you could probably muck around with the words if you feel you wanted to. I don't know. I'd like to, but I'm just not sure when I'll do it. Got lots of other interesting things to do. I've sort of done this now. So there you go, that's 25. So yeah, like far as drills quantity, I got plenty of that. Oh, and I got an extra bag of the 666, the bright red colour, still going as well. So yeah, tons of those, no problem. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. That's all the rest of the black, and I'll just toss that black out because it's not worth keeping. Some of the others are, you know, if you wanted to salvage them, you could because you've got the DMC numbers, but yeah. There we go. So that's a review of that one. Let me know what you think. I do love the shine though. I really give it that. I will give it a big plus for the shininess. That's for sure. And you know what? It's finished. It had enough to finish the project, so that's the main goal, isn't it? Really. And it doesn't look too bad. Not too bad in general. I didn't have a lot of high hopes, I suppose, for those words. But there we go. That's my stay-at-home festival from CooHaul. It is the biggest you can get, and multiple sizes there, but you may find it somewhere else even bigger. And if you do, I suggest you get it bigger than 45 by 60 because that's what this one is. So there we go, guys. This is it completed. I hope you enjoyed looking through it, and I hope that helps you guys make a decision about this diamond painting anyway. Well, thank you everyone for watching. This is Del signing out, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you're new, notification bells so you know when I upload next, and I'll see you in my next video. Till then, stay well, be safe, and read your life beautiful with diamond art. This is Del signing out. Bye.